One does not simply walk into top 25. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story. Folks, we're going for top 25 today. Can we make it? If we win this, we'll get there. We'll be right next to Arnold or Fatal, depending on who wins their match. So, here's the situation. We're facing someone named May the Force. This person is from Japan. They watch my channel. In fact, you can see I do have a slight GP edge, though this is actually one of my closest matches in terms of just total roster fairness. I have had a little more lifetime success than my opponent, but as you'll see, they actually have quite a bit going for them as well. They do have a mod advantage almost across the board, and it's not an insurmountable one. I do have slightly more plus 25 speed, so that's fancy. But for the most part, look, we're very, very closely matched. I actually have the advantage in relics, though again, it's not an enormous, insurmountable challenge. This is a very close match. Neither of us have Star Killer yet, and well, yeah, here's my defense. As you guys can check it out, I have 4 Galactic Legends on defense, folks. I also put Maul with Darth Revan, just so he would be unable to kill the team with bounty hunters. And I have a couple of fluff teams as per usual. Things are going to change significantly next time, so take a look and kiss them goodbye, or don't, but they're going to be different, folks. Here's what he placed. He placed Lord Vader, Darth Revan, with a very fast Darth Revan, actually. One that's just the exact same speed as my Piet, so we can't use troopers, unfortunately, or, you know, we're not desperate enough to try for a coin flip. We've got General Skywalker, and I knew that this General Grievous squad would be bait, because I know he plays to place his Qui-Gon Jinn team on defense in the back, but we're still probably going to use Bad Batch, frankly, and I'll explain why. You can see Scion of Jango is the lead for a BAM team, which is very interesting, actually. There's a Hux lead team with crew, which means he's going to use his Supreme Leader Kylo on something without First Order, probably doing something like a Lord Vader counter, frankly. So, you know, maybe we need to change things up if everyone's just planning to do that. There's a Jango lead with Nest, and Palpatine with Mara, Darth Vader, etc. Before we jump into the actual fighting, folks, just want to remind you that we're trying to mount the algorithm, and I can't do it without you. All you've got to do, if you want to do it, support the channel for free, all you've got to do is hit that thumbs up button, or hit the sub button, make a comment in the comments area. All it has to say is algo, or anything, guys. And we're well on our way to mounting it together. Only you can mount the algorithm together with me. Now, let's jump into the fighting. We're in the finals here, folks, and I knew that my opponent wanted me to use Bad Batch here because he wants to make me use a different team to take out his Qui-Gon Jinn. However, I decided I needed to do this instead. For a while, I was going to use Night Sisters, and Night Sisters would work more than 50% of the time. You know, probably would work. I don't know. Bad Batch, I was pretty sure I've modded the right way. I know what I'm doing with Bad Batch. I've described what we're doing this whole time. I mean, it's very formulaic. You give all the debuffs, you stun everyone a second time for 2 turns, you pass the turn to Echo, you pass the turn to, or you call Hunter to assist, and then you just clean up. That's just all that we're doing here, folks. I mean, it's very simple. My guys are modded right. They're not, Grievous would have to be a pretty fancy Grievous for this to fail, frankly. I did want to heal my guys, so I used that ability, the heal my guys ability. And maybe that was a little premature because Grievous wasn't dead yet. So, you know, that was maybe a mistake. But overall, we're just going for Grievous, and yeah, we got this, guys. We got it. So here's the thing. I didn't want. I thought maybe he'd pulled the chair out from under us. I thought maybe this was his only GL that he had placed on defense, and so just try it. We need sure counters so we don't fail anywhere. Just in case he has crap in the back, we need to be safe. So facing General Skywalker here, lots of potency on his General Skywalker. It also meant that he has less protection. So we're going to. Here's the thing, guys. You want to make sure that Luke stays in his stance from the start. Just do a basic, because you're going to gain a lot more turn meter that way. And then look at this. We're actually doing some decent damage before he stands up again. The question is how much. He has like 95 potency, something like that, and that means that he could daze us, and he did in fact daze 3PO. So we're just trying to stun these guys. We need to take both of them out before they actually. Before Skywalker stands up again. And, he can't daze us because he's still on cooldown. And we can do it, guys. We got this. We got this. We're going to take him out. And hopefully he didn't steal too many banners. Stole 5. That's fine. We can move on. So, Lord Vader left. Darth Revan left. Super fast Darth Revan. But oh. I didn't push play. My bad. Alright. We have Jedi Master Luke. We have 2 Galactic Legends. I need to save one of them. That's the key. We're saving one. And honestly, there's nothing to tempt us to use our Sith Eternal anyway. So, once again, we're using Jedi Revan. And I think this was a mistake as well. So we have Gideon here, but there's no Maul, which my opponent normally does put Maul here. But without Maul, we don't really need Jedi Revan either. We just need Shock T. And we need to be on the ball a little bit to make sure that we don't die of dots. Just need to be cautious, but otherwise, there's not a whole lot. Okay, so increase Lord Vader's cooldowns. That's wonderful, and we're just trying to knock out this Royal Guard before they get their stuff. Before he gets his ult, because every time when he pops his ult, obviously it's based off of the character's relic levels, and so take out Royal Guard. I mean, Royal Guard's the one who he makes the world go round. He's the guy I would love to get to Relic 9. He's only Relic 7 on my account. Really need to get him to 8 at least, but dang, there's so many characters that need Relic 8 and need other things too. Alright, we knocked out one of the other tanks, and so, okay, check this out, guys. We could pop our ult, but we're going to wait because Lord Vader's about to pop his ult. This is a really important move, actually. I mean, I think it all would have ended fine anyways. But okay, check out all these debuffs that he put on us. But we can always pop our ult, even if we have ability block. So look at all the debuffs that are just gone. Like the locked ability block is still there, of course. But all those dots, like there were some people with over 10 dots on them, and now. They're just gone because we were able to, even with ability block, we were able to get the cleanse. So that's it doesn't always line up to be able to work that way, but when it does, it's fancy. So, okay, one thing to point out as well, guys, so we can increase his cooldowns with Revan and with Jedi Master Luke. We can't ability block him while he's in his ultimate, so that's why I'm skipping the AoE here from Luke. Just because I want to make sure that we're getting the ultimate where we can. Or not the ultimate, we're getting the most bang for our buck. We don't want to just waste. Don't want to waste our time. So after a while contemplating, I was like, you know what, let's just take it out. 63. Well, great. Alright, and I think that's the last squad. No, okay. Darth Revan. And here we go. So we've got Aurra seeing lead. Because we know that the weakest character is going to be Darth Talon, because she's only gear 11, and she's going to be stealthed, so we want to get our contract as quick as possible. So, I've already clocked my bounty hunters so that we can actually go like Aurra Singh. I mean, you guys have seen me do this a million times at this point. I'm actually going to release a guide, and I have a calculator that works. It's pretty fancy, but it's actually it's patron exclusive for right now. So if you want to sign up for Patreon and get your Zam calculator, Zam speed calculator, you know, sign up for the Patreon, guys. It's great. It's in the video description. Do it. Do it. So, anyways, now we got to bide our time. Just biding our time. The only bad thing about Aurra lead is you're not nearly as tanky as Bosk lead. That's a given. But we're just trying to survive here, and we can't hit Talon because she's stealthed. And so, you know, we're just biding our time. I was like, okay, well, if we call a mass assist, maybe we get a crit with Mando, and then Mando can just, you know, do his thing. He can disintegrate Malak. That's what we're waiting for. So, disintegrate Malak. Talon poses no threat. 64. Can move on to the next zone. We didn't really drop that many banners. Enough. I mean, some. Not too many, though. It wasn't spotless. In the back, how many Galactic Legends does he have? And the answer is 0 Galactic Legends. He does have that Qui-Gon team. He has a Maul team as well. So after some debate, I was like, alright, we're going to take our Misfit Jedi here against the First Order team with Hux. And I think, I mean, yeah, we'll talk about ramifications, etc. later. So one thing to keep in mind though, we can't gain bonus turn meter as long as Hux has advantage. And so I'm like, okay, let's go real quick. Let's dispel Hux. And then I was like, nah, let's stun Red Trooper instead. We really want to control things. And then I was trying to figure out what to do. Okay, so once again, Hux has advantage. We can't gain bonus turn meter. We can't. So we could do the AoE right now if we wanted to. And in fact, the AoE, well, I decided I didn't want to because I didn't want him to shoot me back. So kill Hux, and Hux is one of those characters that is so personally, like, I wouldn't call him personally powerful, but he's a lead that has a lot of things going on that once he dies, it goes away, just like Darth Vader. So you take out Hux, you kind of cut the head off of the whole organization. And so, of course, the OG Kylo, he's doing all the damage to poor old Ben. What did old Ben do? You don't even know who Ben is. I don't mean the Bendu like in Star Wars Rebels either. I mean, what would Ben do? I don't know what I'm saying, guys. Just forgive me my mindless drivel, please. So, yeah, I mean, once you kill Hux, everything's easy, because then you get bonus turn meter, and Grandmaster Yoda can run the tables. We did drop a couple banners there, though, which is kind of the story of the night. We just dropped 2 here, 2 there, and that becomes relevant, guys. The final score is very, very close. So, alright, we've got Mothra. You guys might remember in the last match we used, as desperation, we used a Mothra team against BAM lead. This time we're using we're go up against Scion of Jango lead, but, I mean, they do have Fennec, and damn, Fennec is just so ridiculously strong. Like, she just hits so hard. It's very scary. And you know, I'm very intimidated right now. We can't get past this taunt because Mothra is not getting a turn. Finally, we get a turn. Summon Worthless Guy, dispel the taunt, and now we're well within our our turn meter range. Here, I gotta turn this thing off in the background. There we go. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. We're just hitting IG right now because we don't want to trigger Bando's turn. So we've got all our turn meter. We've got the turn meter train going. It's well in hand. Like, we're definitely getting all the turn meter that we need. Right? Like, the train is working, but we don't want Bando to get a turn. And what we want to do is get Mothra a turn. So give everyone offense up from POW, and then give Mothra a turn. Do her mass assist call, and this does bonus damage for everyone, and just wipes Bando out in one go. Remember, this is Relic 8 Bando, very well modded, but if you get him to the edge there, then you can just take him out. So, didn't want to trigger hit, like if we get someone down to what, like 60% health, something like that, then it triggers Bando's turn, and then you don't want that. So, anyways, now, you know, kill Quill, kill Fennec. Now I guess we may as well take out Scion of Jango twice. Just takes a while. He does a little insignificant damage. I have to say, I'm fairly disappointed with him so far in GAC. Maybe we find a better build for him, but right now, all I've heard is that people people just utterly failing in GAC. Territory Wars, he kills Galactic Legends, and that's what he's designed for, but so far it's disappointing. So 65 with Mothra, you just have to do it real cautious, guys, because those whistling birds will just wipe your face out. Now, here's my Build-A-Bear attempt, guys. So we have Watt. We're not going to use Watt for anything. So I was like, let's build a bear. And initially I wanted to use 5s. I don't think that would have done anything. But here's the thing. So we need to kill these bounty hunters. They're all really fast. We got Thrawn. We've got... So I decided instead of Wampa, I'm going to take the Fett boys. And then Stormtrooper Han, of course, as the taunt and the lead. And actually, I think this was I should have brought Boba lead. I meant to do that. And then right as I jumped in, I was like swearing at myself, because Boba lead would have been a lot better here, frankly. So yeah. Now, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what to do. Like, who do we fracture? And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I don't want ability block from Boba. I don't want the big hits from Jango. I guess I'll just take the ability block and hope that I don't get ability block from Boba. And I got lucky there, not many ability blocks. So, wiped out Boba in one hit. That felt pretty fancy. And so now we're just trying to figure out, like, here's the thing. They keep hitting Watt, they keep hitting Boba, and that's not great. That's not what I signed up for, certainly. Set everyone on fire. They're hitting Stormtrooper Han, which is great. He's a pretty cool tank, so, you know, Relic 7 and all. And I don't want Watt to die. Dengar is in stealth. We don't want to hit Nest. May as well try to kill Jango here. And poor old Boba just takes it on the chin there. And then my Jango didn't double tap his Jango. Now his Jango's in damage immunity. It's a huge fiasco, guys. Poor old... And Watt is just gone. He's gone. So, may as well take out Nest's protection, and now we'll just do a couple basic hits and stuff. We can stun Jango here, and honestly, the thing that kills me here, folks, is that Boba, well, Boba's not feeling that great. We'll just say that. All right, we double tap. Boba died, and now we get to spend a long time trying to kill Nest and Dengar. It's great. It's just the best, guys. It's my very favorite thing in the whole world. In fact, so actually, Jango just wiped out Dengar there, and now we're going to go super speed, because it takes a really long time to get to where we're going, folks. So we can always get ability block on Nest because of Thrawn's basic. You know, you get her speed down, and then Jango just like does no damage to Nest. Just doesn't do damage to Nest. It's very sad. I mean, this Nest doesn't have that many, but I mean, 70k health, it's fine, but Jango should be able to hit for higher than that. He's Relic 7. I've modded him extremely well, but Nest is just not doing anything. If we had Boba, I have way more potency on Boba, and we could probably get healing immune and kill her that way. But instead, we time out on Nest. Jango failed me. Sad. Okay, so now we'll take 5-0 first. Total, huge, ridiculous mismatch here. Let's take 5-0 first here against this Palpatine Vader squad, because we're faster. And hopefully, the idea is, even though there's a ton of AoEs here, maybe we can control the situation. If General Skywalker can take a turn and do his AoE, increase all of their cooldowns so they only do basics, then maybe, just maybe, we can go out of this without losing many banners. And I mean, that's basically what we did here. No damage to the clones whatsoever, because we were so much faster, and we get the win. 64. All right, now this one's very tricky, guys, because we have. Let me just pause it for 1 second. So we've got a lot of things going on. So Zalbar has his passive taunt that happens once you get rid of all the protection on someone. But then Maul is also having Mandalorian's taunt all over the place. You know, like they just rotate their taunt basically, so this distributes damage. And so we're taking troopers here. We don't want Zalbar to call mission to assist, which she will. She has the Zeta. And what we really, really don't want is for Maul to take a turn at all. We have to take out Maul, even though he's got his Frenzy and his Retribution. We can't let him take a turn, guys. And he is super fast. Our troopers are faster, but otherwise, he is super fast. And if any character takes a turn and does a special, then Maul is going to have Frenzy activated, and everything is going to go to hell. So we've got to kind of dance around this situation so that we can eventually get to Maul. I did take Death Trooper here instead of Stark because I knew that my speed could bridge even without Stark. You know, so we got it. And okay, so we punch Bo-Katan. That's great. Now we got to be real careful here, guys, because if we kill Canderous, then we're stuck punching Zalbar. We don't really want that, really. So just kind of juggling the situation, trying to figure out exactly what we want to do. People telling me like, oh, you need to just kill Canderous, just kill him, at least you get a kill. And I'm like, dude, you're crazy. Like, let's not just kill Canderous. So, I mean, because then we're just stuck shooting Zalbar, which then, that will trigger his Retribution, which will then hit all of us, you know, then it'll have Mission hit us, and yeah, it could be a huge mess. So, just trying to gauge the situation here, guys. So I just did a basic there, and then I was like, the big thing was I realized Zalbar is light side, so if Piet goes, then he can dispel Zalbar and maybe daze them because we got so many stacks of bonus potency. We get Death Mark on Maul, sneak it in there, and they're both dazed here, Zalbar and Mission. So it's tough to kill tanky Zalbar, but we manage it, because look at all of our stacks. We've got all kinds of stacks. Stacks on stacks on stacks. Stacks and shacks and snacks and shacks. So, that required a lot of finesse, frankly. I mean, I know that's me self-aggrandizing a little bit. But I'm proud of it. I mean, I don't think just anyone could navigate that and be able to come at, like, you gotta be cautious. So, alright, here's the thing about General Grievous, guys. You have to know when to hit guys with target lock and when to hit guys without target lock. And the answer is, if it's anyone besides B1, you always hit a guy with target lock, so that B1 can assist into the target lock guy, and therefore you get the assist from B1, and you get more turn meter for everyone. But when it's B1, then you do the AoE, and it hits everyone with target lock. No one's assisting him, and then he can apply target lock on the person who doesn't have target lock. So, you know, unless, of course, they're close to death, then General Grievous can go in real quick and just take them out. So you can see I'm following this. B1 or B2 could only do a basic, and so I targeted the person who had target lock, and yeah. I don't think Mothra has summoned Worthless Guy yet. Okay, speak of the devil. So, I mean, we got this. This is like the easiest counter, right? The biggest thing, guys, was me trying to figure out how to beat that stupid Jango lead team with Nest, and obviously I failed. I failed so hard. I thought Build-A-Bear would work. Okay, so we're taking Dooku here, guys. I know he's a weird babysitter. He's not a guy that you just think like, oh yeah, he's just totally gonna help destroy. But here's the thing, he's always got that stun, and then the thing that Dooku doesn't realize is that he's a sacrificial lamb. So we're in the day and age now. Qui-Gon Jinn's Omicron has been nerfed, but they've still got Galactic Republic Jedi, and it's still Ki-Adi-Mundi. And the big thing is here, folks, they're all high relic, and Sith Eternal does not have a way to get rid, like we already used Wat, right? So he doesn't have a way to get rid of that healing immunity from Anakin. And so the idea here is, what we do, so we're stunning everyone, it's kind of fun. It's a neat trick, but the idea here is, once Dooku dies, then that's an automatic cleanse and heal for Sith Eternal. So there, we have healing immunity now. We got to be cautious. So we could put the link on someone. I decided to save the link one more time. So then when Anakin applies that healing immunity, we can get rid of it again. Well, and then I got my ult. So, I mean, didn't quite pan out perfectly, but I mean, it still worked. We just wanted to get to the point with Dooku in there. It took enough time. We stunned him. We messed with him enough that we were able to get there. So, all right, Nest immediately has her AoE, which is exactly what we didn't want. Steals 5 banners instantly, which is just horrific, guys. Just really sad. But here's the thing: she's got plague, and we can hit under her through her protection. So, you know, Talzin takes her out with a basic, and we drop 5 banners more. So it cost us 25 banners to clear that team, which is horrific. Just horrific. For that level of team, I mean, even with the relics involved, it's just not good. So, we've cleared squads, been kind of efficient, but, okay, let's one-shot their Executor, though, if we can. If we can do that, that's wonderful. Now, I'm not convinced that doing the AoE is the right move there, guys, because I want the turn meter on Hyena Bomber, and that you don't get the turn meter there. You don't get anything. So I'm just not convinced, but maybe I should have, because now Hyena Bomber has all the debuffs, and we want to dispel it. So anyways, we got the target lock on, or whatever, the taunt onto Xanadu Blood. Yay, except it's gone now already. It's gone. Like, what the hell? Come on. Okay, got him. Finally got him. All right, so now we're on the path to success here, right? We're just gonna succeed now. Of course we are. So we're just biding our time, dispel all the things, and we don't even have target lock, so we can, or whatever it is. We don't have breach, so we can actually dispel the taunt, and then they just get a lot of turns, and we can't do anything really. So, and then they kill our Geo ship, whichever one that was, probably Spy. Do the AoE here, and I guess we'll put up the target lock protection thing. And I guess we'll just do this. We didn't call anyone to assist, because I think those were fake buzz droids. I think that was a visual bug, or I just didn't assist. So, alright, we got the ultimate. Woo! Yay! Hooray for us. Who do we kill? Let's target Xanadu Blood, so then everyone can assist. We can kill him. Wonderful, except we didn't kill him. And alright, Houndstooth is taunting. Let's take a Houndstooth. Yay. And then they decide to kill Hyena Bomber. I guess he's not quite dead yet. I'm not dead yet! And now he is. Now he's dead. He felt happy until then. And now it's just a race to see how many things I can kill. Because I know I'm under no illusions that we win at this point. So destroy our ship. Gauntlet comes in, kills us. Very disappointing result. So let's clean it up though. We killed Houndstooth. We killed Xanadu Blood and whatever, the IG 2000. We love him 2000. It's not 3000. We don't love him that much. Finalizer's a mess cleaning up, guys. I don't recommend it. Honestly, I wonder if Radis, I bet Radis would do better, because people wouldn't die. People wouldn't die unless they had the mass assist. So, honestly, I think Radis would have been a better move here. But I was probably a little bit under tilt here, guys. To be honest, like, I had failed that very crucial attack on the Jango team, and I don't know, that the problem with this game sometimes, or with playing any game competitively, is sometimes you just go on tilt and you don't realize you're on tilt until after the fact. And so, I mean, Finalizer's gonna win this. I was always pretty confident that Finalizer is going to win this. I mean, there's always a chance that it doesn't, but I felt like it would. But man, we dropped a lot more banners. So many more banners than we can afford. So, got that. Now there's the Empire fleet. Great, cool. Let's do the Empire fleet. We've got Rebels. We can do this, right? We can totally do it. Maybe. We can maybe totally do it. So, we've got, you know, kill Bomber, kill everything. Yay, got 74 instead of 73. Cool, wonderful. Just no challenge whatsoever. And here's the final score. Not a good score, guys. We dropped about 60 banners total. Not a good score. Not happy with that. So, may the Force, you know, Hey, he's got 5 Galactic Legends, he's got Commander Luke, Bad Batch, all the things, guys. He's got enough teams to probably clear us. Can our wall of Galactic Legends save us? If he stumbles one time, my chances are pretty dang good that he fails. So, let's find out what the final results were right this moment. And there we have it, folks. He won by 7. Oh my gosh, he won by 7. No top 25 for us. No soup for you either, folks. It's your fault too. No, it's not. I don't blame you. I don't really blame you. He failed once on my Executor, so thank goodness for that. Like, it's always such a kick in the nuts when you fail on Executor and then they win. I hate that. So, glad he failed once. And I do wish that on my opponent. I'm being a bet sport, but I mean, really, I'm rooting. No, I'm rooting for myself. He's a nice guy, but you gotta root for yourself. So he wins. He wins, and so disappointing, guys. It's nothing like waking up and you see like you have a ton of messages and it's Prime Bot, and it's like, hey, you lost. Hey, a-hole, your opponent didn't fail anything and you lost. So, I mean, alright, next time, I guess. I suppose. Damn it all. Okay, so I need to revamp my offense, guys. I am one good team short, and I have ideas, lots of ideas, in fact. I'm excited to show you guys. There's a lot of opportunity on my roster to be able to do stuff, and I do have Star Killer available for next week as well. So a lot of things are going to change, probably, and then they're going to stay the same because it's not wise to change things too much, or it kind of messes with you. So, yeah, we're number like 150 right now, somewhere around there, and so we haven't dropped too far. Still in this top like 300, which is nice. It's hard, guys, so we need to revamp our offense. It's tough to face someone who watches you play, and who knows if my opponent watched my stream after I played. I mean, it's open to everyone, totally valid and fine. It's just kind of stinks. My opponent reached out to me. He's like, hey, you've got a fan in Japan or something. I don't think he tried to rhyme. I don't think he even did rhyme. I think I just did that myself, but you know, like, I'm rooting for you from Japan. It was an honor to play you. It was very polite, and that's nice. It's tricky, right? Because people know what to expect. They can watch my videos and see what I placed on defense, and you know, like I'm not accusing anyone of anything, except I'm just trying to explain my state of mind, I guess. It's just difficult to do that. It makes me want to change my name, my account name, to be honest, so people don't recognize me. But then people would start recognizing me anyways, eventually, because I'd let my name slip at some point. Anyways, so I am currently 2 spaces away from Arnold, but I think unless someone fails to register in the top 150, which is a tall order, but if someone fails to register, then me and Arnold will be in the same bracket. If they don't fail to register, I think he will be mathematically excluded. Like, his group will end with the person right before me, or right under me, the one between us. So, let's hope that someone's real life comes calling and they can't register for GAC, huh? And hopefully when their life comes calling, it isn't something dire. Alright, folks. One way or another, we lost. This is a good wake-up call, though, because my offense has just been so much weaker than it needs to be, and I have ideas. We'll figure it out. We'll get back to the top 25. Don't you worry, folks. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails, even when we lose. And hey, huge congrats to my opponent. He outplayed me. He saved the GLs that he needed to. He made his adjustments, and he won. Good match by him. My fault that I lost on some levels, but also, he's a good player, made adjustments, and won. Huge props. So, goodbye, everyone.